But I've been watching your reviews, the way professionally you work, they've been doing excellent work. It's very clear, until we find somebody a professional like you, we don't give a Supagard product to them. Your shop, your showroom, your studio is the most professional in Kerala.
Hi all, I am Yas from Skymas Motorhub. ഇന്ന് നമ്മൾ ചർച്ച ചെയ്യാൻ പോകുന്നത് സെറാമിക് കോട്ടിംഗ്, നമ്മുടെ എക്സ്ക്ലൂസീവ് ബ്രാൻഡായ സൂപ്പർഗാർഡ് ഇന്റർനാഷണലിലെ വിശേഷങ്ങളാണ് നമ്മൾ ഇന്ന് പങ്കുവയ്ക്കുന്നത്. ഇന്ന് വളരെ എക്സൈറ്റ്മെന്റോടു കൂടിയാണ് നമ്മൾ ഈ വീഡിയോ ചെയ്യുന്നത്. കാരണം നമ്മൾ ഇന്ന് എത്തിച്ചേർന്നിട്ടുള്ളത് നോയിഡയിലെ സെറാമിക് ഇന്റർനാഷണലിലെ DTD സ്റ്റുഡിയോയിലാണ്. സെറാമിക് ഡീറ്റെയിലിംഗിന്റെ ഏഷ്യൻ ഡെവലപ്പർ കപിൽ സർ ഇന്ന് നമ്മോടൊപ്പം ചേരുന്നുണ്ട്. കൂടുതൽ വിശേഷങ്ങളിലേക്ക് നമുക്ക് കടക്കാം. വൺസ് അഗൈൻ വെൽക്കം ബാക്ക് ടു സ്കൈവിൻസ് മോട്ടോഹബ്. ഇന്ന് നമ്മൾ സൂപ്പർഗാർഡിന്റെ വിശേഷങ്ങൾ സംസാരിക്കുന്നത് സൂപ്പർഗാർഡ് ഇന്റർനാഷണലിന്റെ UK കമ്പനി മാനേജറും ഏഷ്യൻ ഡെവലപ്മെന്റ് മാർക്കറ്റിംഗ് മാനേജറുമായ കപിൽ സാറിനോടൊപ്പമാണ്. ഇന്ന് സൂപ്പർഗാർഡിന്റെ കൂടുതൽ വിശേഷങ്ങൾ, അത് ആ പ്രൊഡക്ട്സിനെ കുറിച്ചുള്ള കൂടുതൽ വിശേഷങ്ങൾ നമുക്ക് സാറിനോട് തന്നെ ചോദിച്ചറിയാം. സർ, വെൽക്കം ടു അവർ ഷോ.
Thank you so much, sir.
I'm very glad to meet you here.
And I'm very glad also. It was a great time. We met after a long time.
Yeah. This is the first time we are visiting Noida showroom. In this new evolution, customers have so many doubts about these products. There are so many products in the market. Actually, the customers are confused. What is the whole products doing? What is the great solution they are giving? First of all, what are the main significant changes that have been made in the detailing world in this new era of evolution?
Great, thank you. It was a very good question, and I'm glad that this question has been asked to me. Supagard is a company which is almost now 36 years old. So let me first tell you that let us begin with car care products first. See, industry for car care started with waxing basically. So the basic problem in wax was that when you apply a wax, dust particles and all, they get stuck to the paint and all that. Waxing you have to do every month basically. After that, there came into the market another coating which can survive for 3 months and all that. But gradually, people now the cars, they normally run around 2 lakh kilometers, and people don't sell their cars so soon, and they maintain their cars for 10 years. So what is required at the moment was that we must have a product in our hand where no waxing is required. That was the main thing. So internationally, I'm so glad to tell you that if you look into our nearby countries like Singapore, Malaysia, or maybe Middle East, there we have survival of around 5 years. There is an environmental condition which differs from country to country. So in India, something like what we have come out was 3 years coating. Now, India basically, this coating business is pretty old. We are nothing new technology was there which was brought by us. But how we are better, that I will let you know. Indian company, they were more into basically silicon dioxide based coatings. And silicon dioxide coatings, they are meant for cold weather countries if you look into.
There are so many technological changes that have been made.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. So we thought about making a change, because India environment is a tropical environment. When we say a tropical environment, it's hot and humid both together. So I was telling you that SiO2 is a cold weather product basically. So it cannot survive in India. So coatings, whenever somebody is doing SiO2 based ceramic coating, the basic problem comes that after 1 year you get a lot of roughness and the crack come, because the temperature in India, they changes a lot, and humidity and the hot environment is the biggest problem. So I'm very glad to tell you that if you look into Singapore, Malaysia, Philippines, all these countries which are surviving, or maybe Middle East, their coatings, they survive for a good 5 years. And it has been almost like some countries 7-8 years have already passed, in other countries 14 years have passed. I'm talking about the countries which are surrounding India basically. We have recently opened in Sri Lanka also for our business, and trials have been done there also. And again, looking into the Kerala environment, is a lot of humidity is there. So SiO2 ceramic silicon dioxide ceramic coating, they cannot survive much in those countries. So my technical director, Mr. James Smile, who looks after the technical part of it, is a director there in the company. He thought about bringing a product which is a polysilazane base. And you know, the polysilazane base can survive even in marine. We have been supplying to marine world also. And your marine, you know, there is a lot of salt water is there, there's a lot of UV rays they fall upon. So at least 3 seasons we don't have any problem. So cars was never a problem for us.
Yeah, that's why we are preferring that. In Kerala, there are so many coastal areas. That's why we are preferring Supagard. That's the main reason.
You know, what is the basic difference between these two is that a lot of watermarks they come compared to polysilazane.
Yeah.
The second problem comes is the roughness. You know, the temperature changes. There are a lot of heavy rains that are happening in Kerala coastal area. So that was the basic problem. But polysilazane doesn't have that kind of a problem. That's one of the positive points. Another thing that Supagard we have achieved by now that we have been approved by 16 international OEMs by now.
Sure.
We are supplying to Mercedes, Nissan, Toyota, and if you look at the website, there's a huge list what we have. And we entered India, we have started talks with OEMs already. This is the process, and very soon, hopefully by Auto Expo, we'll have it somewhere in the
There's another question. What the best time for doing a ceramic coating on a car?
Okay, the first, rather using the best time, I would rather say the first thing what you need to take care is the person who is doing. I know your showroom is really professional. The area where the coating has been done has to be very professional. The person has to be very experienced. You are very experienced. Your team is very experienced. Normally, people go and get the coating done on a roadside area, and those people are not experienced to do the coating. They are not masters to do basically, and they spoil the car of the customer. But I've been watching your reviews, the way professionally you work. They've been doing excellent work actually. I really want to congratulate on behalf of my UK office. You're doing a good work. So coming back to your question, that the first is the environment. What should be there? You should have a proper detailing studio. You know that is more important. You should have proper tools to do pre-paint correction work. And I know you have everything in that with you. So that's a very Supagard is very clear. Until unless we find somebody a professional like you, we don't give a Supagard product to them. Now, another time when you talk about the best period is definitely rainy season is slightly problematic. So normally why I say problem, but that problem doesn't come to you because you have a professional studio. But people who don't have a professional studio, they will have a lot of problems.
No, customers have many doubts. When you deliver a new car or after 2 to 3 years, we have to restore and take a ceramic.
First is that within a week's time of purchasing your car, you should get the coating. You know why the coating is required? You know, there are two things. We do interiors also, we have a product for exterior also. When a customer wants to resell the car, they get a good value. Because then the car is being properly maintained. I know a friend of mine who bought a car and he sold after 7 years, he could get a good price. And his sister also bought the same 2 cars at the same time. But sister never got the coating done. So she got the less price actually.
The car looks very awesome. That's a very
first is within 7 days you should come and get the coating. Within 7.
15, 7 days.
Within 7.
It
makes a lot of difference. It makes a lot of difference.
When you have to come to India from the international market, what are the main challenges or what the pain area you have given to the customers in Indian tropical climates?
See, India, before starting even selling the first bottle in India, we have reviewed every climatical condition of India first. See, India has a basic problem of coastal areas. There is a dust in Rajasthan and all. There are cold weather countries in the northwest basically. A product was required in India which can survive all weather conditions. So another problem was that every day a car cleaner comes and cleans your car. So and he cleans with tube well water, you know, and that is salty basically. So hard water is a basic problem for any coating. The polysilazane can survive everything on that one. So we have tested it. So our bottle was sent to different locations in the beginning, and we were watching that, how the performance is coming, how the retailers were doing it. We didn't sell them initially, and even our head office in Mumbai where we have. So we told them you are not allowed to sell unless Supagard approves that now we have done the quality standard checks in India. See, business is not a problem for Supagard, but we can't play with a brand name. So we were very finicky. My director, Mr. James Smile, he said, Kapil, you have to basically get the confirmation from the dealers that yes, now they are happy to sell.
We have all the experience that.
That was very much because selling a product fooling people, we don't want to do that. Now we have won the confidence of the people. Now the sales are picking up.
That's a very good experience from the part of Supagard. Yes, when the customer after 6 months service point, that time we have really realized that the very awesome. Also know the hydrophobic properties and watermarks are well clean. Yes. The customers are already happy.
Absolutely, it's a beautiful thing. It is not that I belong to this company, so I have all praises. But I feel very relaxed to sell. I work for a company, but I should not go and work in a company who are fooling people. This company who is with the OEM, they will never do the risk of selling a bad product.
When I search in your websites, we have seen a unique products in Supagard. But when you come to Indian markets, there are so many categories. What are categories you have made in Indian markets?
See, that's what I was telling you in my last talk, that we don't sell everything in India. Because first important thing is that we need to see the environmental condition, whether that product can survive or not survive in India. It is just not fooling people around. So coming back to the product range, we have a range for every customer. For example, if somebody wants a coating to be for 3 months, we have a 3 months which can be extended by another 3 months for that matter. Then that's called acrylic coating. Then we have a polysiloxane coating. Then we have a ceramic coating with the technology of polysiloxane. Top of the line, we have advanced polysiloxane, which has been technically designed for the Indian market. When I say advanced polysiloxane, it has been, our chemicals have been put into that accordingly that it can survive in India. So that's called advanced polysiloxane.
Then last, we have some doubts. That is, why should a customer prefer Supagard more than other products?
Okay, that's a very valid and good question.
See, what the customer needs.
Absolutely, this is something I've been asked many times. So first is that Supagard has selected top retailers of it. We are not doing business with everybody. So we have seen there your performance, like people like you who are there. So they have been doing excellent work. So there have been a training program for them, and finally they start doing Supagard coating. Second point is this, that this company is pretty old, that's what I said. We have done 5.5 million cars in the world, 16 OEMs backing us for our product line, and time has passed. 2018 we came, and we are sitting in the mid of 2022. There have been praises about, if you look into our Trustpilot, which is one of the world's topmost customer review website, you will find very happy to see 4.5 to 4.8 given to us out of 5. So that's how we have built up the relationship with our customers. The quality, as I said, we don't believe in selling silicon dioxide because it becomes a basic problem. What happens is this, that every company is good. I don't defame any company. I'm not going to name any company. But problem is this, that SiO2 you have to keep doing a top-ups. And when you in your house also you do a coating done. See, I'll give you a layman example. When my grandfather used to have that tuna done on outside, then came snow sand, and then now Apex. Apex survives for 5 years at the house. So you have a technology. So that's what we have introduced in the international market, especially for India, which has been technically designed, as I keep repeating my lines, for a tropical climate.
Because you are concentrating on the durability of the coatings.
See, I tell you, a gloss and shine is also important, but again the durability is more important.
Yes, that's me.
For example, if you go a local coating or SiO2 silicon dioxide, you keep doing a coating over coating and coating. What happens? After 3-4 years, you have so thick layer and it cracks. It cracks. And finally you will have to rub it. When you start rubbing it, basically what happens, now this is very important point for the customers to understand, that when you do a local coating, then your retailer, to keep your car maintained, he'll do another coating after 1 year. Then in 3rd year, he'll do another coating on that. And finally, when it got rubbed, he started using a rubbing machine. When you touch a rubbing machine again, you are eating up the paint. And finally, your paint. If you look into the black and the red colors, it never fades with polysiloxane. It never fades. That's one of the strongest points I'm making.
Okay, sir. Thanks to share your valuable time for our viewers. You are giving valuable solutions and details about Supagard. It's the time very pleasure.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
We are so proud that Supagard is in professional.
Yes, thank you.
I know your shop, your showroom, your studio is the most
Okay.
professional
Our-
in Kerala.
I
Thank
welcome
you so much.
I
Thank you.
welcome you to this Kerala. Our stylish.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
ഏഷ്യൻ മാർക്കറ്റിംഗ് മാനേജർ കപിൽ സാറിനൊപ്പമാണ് നമ്മൾ ഇത്ര നേരം സമയം ചെലവഴിച്ചത്. സെറാമിക് കോട്ടിങ്ങിനെ കുറിച്ചുള്ള പ്രാഥമികമായ അറിവുകളും ഇന്റർനാഷണൽ ബ്രാൻഡിൽ സുപ്പഗാർഡ് പൊസിഷൻ ചെയ്യുന്നത് എങ്ങനെയാണെന്നതിനെ കുറിച്ചാണ് നമ്മൾ ഇത്ര നേരം ഡിസ്കസ് ചെയ്തത്. വാഹന മേഖലയിൽ ഇനിയുള്ള കാലഘട്ടത്തിൽ ഏറ്റവും അനിവാര്യമായ ഒരു ഘടകമാണ് ഡീറ്റെയിലിംഗ് വർക്ക് എന്നുള്ളത്. അതിന്റെ സർവോപരി എല്ലാ മേഖലകളും ടെക്നോളജിക്കലായ എല്ലാ അഡ്വാൻസ്മെന്റും ഉപയോഗിച്ചുകൊണ്ടാണ് സെറാമിക് കോട്ടിംഗ് സുപ്പഗാർഡ് ഇൻട്രൊഡ്യൂസ് ചെയ്തിട്ടുള്ളത്. നമ്മുടെ ഷോറൂമിൽ അദ്ദേഹത്തിന് എല്ലാ സേവനങ്ങളും നമ്മൾ ലഭ്യമാക്കിയിരിക്കുകയാണ്. ഓക്കെ, താങ്ക് യു ഫോർ വാച്ചിങ്.
പിന്നെ കാണാം.